Hello everybody, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for our Christmas Eve episode with live spirit frequencies. And tonight, James G and I, which I'm going to switch right over to James in 1 second. Let me see, James is right here. James, if you'd like to tell everybody Merry Christmas, the same goes for me. You're muted, buddy.
Hey, that works.
Yeah, there you
Merry
go.
Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Good to see everyone here tonight.
And we also have a special guest with us, a good friend of mine, Scott Latia, with My Paranormal Corner. He also does a lot with live paranormal as well. And I'd like to kind of introduce him. Scott's a great guy, and I'm going to switch right over to you right now. You're on air, bud.
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas from my family to yours. Have a great New Year, and next year will be even more awesome. So have a great Christmas, everybody.
And for this week with live spirit frequencies, we're going to continue going ahead with the spirit writing. We had some outstanding findings from last week that we're going to go ahead and showcase in a little bit. And everybody, you can subscribe to Upstate Supernatural by going to YouTube, typing in Upstate Supernatural. You can also find us on liveparanormal.com. You can chat with us live during the show if you go to LPTV chat, which is on liveparanormal.com. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, if you're viewing this in Live Paranormal, you can find in the description below the link to come into the chat to view this live with us. And if you have any questions or if you guys hear anything, we love any acknowledgments or any advice with whatever we're doing with the shows. If you guys have any thoughts for things you'd like to see us do or things you are very interested or curious about us trying, please leave a comment below the video. Please go ahead and try to send us a message. Right now we're going to go switch over to the findings from last week. And I hope everybody enjoys. I hope everybody's having a safe and happy Christmas Eve. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas tomorrow. But let's go ahead and play that evidence reel.
Is there anybody that's here with us right now that would like to communicate? Is there anybody that's here with us right now that would like to communicate?
How close are you to James? Can you give him a number? How close are you to James? Can you give him a number?
And at the same time I'm doing this, I've got my eyes closed too for the most of it. And at the same time I'm doing this, I've got my eyes closed too for the most of it. Earlier I thought of a number 8. Earlier I thought of a number 8. Are you around me right now? Are you around me right now?
Were you involved in the Union Army? Were you involved in the Union Army? If you could confirm your name by saying it 2 to 3 times, I would appreciate that very much so. If you could confirm your name by saying it 2 to 3 times, I would appreciate that very much so. If you could confirm your age, the year that you were born, by saying it 2 to 3 times. If you could confirm your age, the year that you were born, by saying it 2 to 3 times. Are you originally from here, from this location, or have you came from farther away? Are you originally from here, from this location, or have you came from farther away?
Is there a little girl present with me right now? Is there a little girl present with me right now? Do you know my daughter? Have you been following her for the last 18, 19 years? Oh shit. Do you know my daughter? Have you been following her for the last 18, 19 years? Oh shit. I'm still curious about those. I'm still curious about those. Can you tell me what that letter is on the paper right now?
And if possible, could you say the letter again?
Can you tell me what that letter is on the paper right now?
And if possible, could you say the letter again?
Have you ever tried to communicate with me in the past?
And James, are you hearing anything in the room?
No.
Okay, I heard yes twice actually.
Have you ever tried to communicate with me in the past?
And James, are you hearing anything in the room?
No.
Okay, I heard yes twice actually.
If there is anybody present, could you let yourself be heard or known? If there is anybody present, could you let yourself be heard or known?
Hello, everybody. Just wanted to go over the footage from last week. There was quite a bit, and I apologize if it was a long time going with that. But we're gonna go ahead and James, if you can mute up, I'm gonna mute up as well, and we're gonna have Scott take the lead on doing a burst session. Let's see if he gets any activity in his location. And Scott, I'm gonna hand this right over to you, bud.
Oh, well, thank you, Dom. I appreciate that. And if anyone's in the chat room and has a question, feel free to put it in the chat room with caps, so I'll be able to direct some of the questions we got, or you guys may have. All right. Good evening, spirits. My name's Scott, and I'm here with Dom from Upstate Supernatural and James G. And we are doing an EVP session here in my house. And I'm in Arizona, and the time is 8:13 p.m., 12/24/2015. Are there any spirits here that would like to speak with me? My name again is Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with you and be able to share your story. How many spirits are currently here with me, or with Don, or with James? Do you have a very special message for anybody in the chat room? Do they come here frequently, spirits? Do you come here and see me often? And if so, who? What is your favorite color? Mine is red and black are my two favorite colors. What is your favorite food? Mine is pizza. I'm a big pizza fan. What location am I going to next? If you are a male spirit here, can you speak super loud and clearly? If you are a female spirit here, can you speak super loudly and clearly and state your name? If you're there with Dom, can you say Dom's name? If you're there with James, can you say James's name? All right, well, what we're going to do now is we're going to end it and see if we got anything with it. So, spirits, if you have anything you want to say, feel free to speak loud and clearly one last moment. Thank you. All right, here we go. Good evening, spirits. My name's Scott, and I'm here with Dom from Upstate Supernatural and James G. And we are doing an EVP session here in my house, and I'm in Arizona.
I believe I actually heard something. If you could rewind it probably 20 seconds. What's that? Sure. Good evening, spirits. My name's Scott, and I'm here with Dom from Upstate Supernatural and James G. And we are doing an EVP session here in my house. There, right after you said James
G. Supernatural and James G. And we are doing an EVP session here in my house. And I'm in Arizona, and the time is 8:13 p.m., 12/24/2015. Are there any spirits here that would like to speak with me? My name again is Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with you and be able to share your story. Right. Again is Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with you and be able to share your story. It's very good, but you can't hear it. Speak with me. My name again is Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with you and be able to share your story.
I hear, hey, Scott.
What's that?
I'm hearing, hey, Scott.
How many spirits are currently here with me, or with Dom, or with James? Do you have a very special message for anybody in the chat room?
Do they come here frequently?
Do they come here frequently, spirits? Do you come here and see me often? And if so, who? What is your favorite color? Mine is red and black are my two favorite colors. What is your favorite food? Mine is pizza. I'm a big pizza fan. What location?
Yeah.
What location am I going? Fan. What location am I going? I'm a big pizza fan. What location am I going to next?
If you are a male
Rewind that. I
spirit
just
here,
heard it actually.
Yeah.
Rewind it again.
if you are a male spirit here,
Oh, I didn't go back far enough.
You did.
what location am I going? What location am I going to next?
Right there.
If you are a male spirit here, if you are a male spirit here, can you speak super loud and clearly? If you are a female spirit here, can you speak super loudly and clearly and state your name? If you're there with Dom, if you're there with Dom, can you say Dom's name? If you're there with James, can you say
Ooh, there's something right there.
if you're there with James, can you
Yeah, there's definitely something there. It's tough to understand, but it's there.
if you're there with James, can you say James's name? You want I play it right now and then play it back. All right. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to end it and see if we got anything with it. So, Spirits, if you have anything you want to say, feel free to speak loud and clearly one last moment. Thank you. Moment. Thank you.
That's everything that's on that.
All right. Yeah, that was very interesting. I appreciate it, Scott. Thank you so much for doing that. Very curious doing burst sessions outside of our locations as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do again is I'm going to mute up, and I'm going to stick James on. And Scott, if you could mute up so it's just James that's being heard. We're going to go ahead and try the spirit writing and see what happens. You all set, James?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead.
Okay. Okay, well, my name is James. If there's anyone out there that would like to communicate through me, you're more than welcome to. I'm just here to ask questions. I'm not here to cause any trouble. So feel free to use me to answer, if you can answer any questions that we ask you. First question I'd like to ask you is, if there's anyone around me, what is your name? Yeah. And any questions the audience might have or can think of, put it in chat there and we'll ask at the same time. Could you tell me how old you are? No. Do you have any relatives?
I believe I heard the word sister after you asked that, actually.
Okay, I'll write that down.
I confirm.
Now, how old would your sister be? Do you remember where you used to live?
James, I just heard the word day.
Okay, write that down.
Question in the chat is, how do they travel from one location to another?
Okay. How do you travel from one location to another?
Another question was, do they know anyone in the chat?
Do you remember when you were born? Are you familiar with Dom or Scott?
Now, from last week's show, we felt that we had some validation of there being a child that actually was coming through on your side, specifically.
Yeah.
If we can try to pinpoint maybe her name, first name and last name, maybe the year that she was born, maybe we can figure out who this is. It's just something I was thinking about from last week's show, some of the findings that we had found.
Yeah. Let's see here. Is there a little girl that's around me right now? If so, could you tell me your name? Yeah. Do you have any friends with you right now?
Hey, James, can you ask something about a doctor?
Okay. Could you tell me who was the last doctor you remember seeing?
I believe I heard a voice after you had asked that.
Okay. How do you feel right now?
And there was another question that popped in the chat as well. The question is energy transferred from the physical body to the spiritual body at death, or does the spiritual body have a separate energy form? Spirits, if you're able to hear what I just said, I would appreciate any answer that you can give for that.
Do you miss your loved ones?
I believe I heard a reply to that, actually. We're gonna, during the review, we're gonna have to make a note of that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you miss your I already asked that. Do you miss your loved ones? Could you... Okay, I'll try that. Now I have a word written down here. Would you be able to say or use me to write what it is?
Can you have it ask? Can you say that again to ask them again? Because I believe I heard him say it.
Okay. We're not sure. We might have heard you, but could you repeat that again? Could you tell me what word I have written down here?
Just heard something but couldn't make it out. Sounded more like a male voice.
Yeah. Could you tell me what year it is?
Another question that just popped in the chat is it possible for humans' astral self to leave the physical body when asleep and go to a spirit realm to visit other spirits?
I heard a yes.
I just thought of a yes too. Actually, I think if I look very closely, it actually says yes in there. Write that down.
Did your chair just move or something? Because I just thought I heard something really strange.
Nope. I old my chair. She don't squeak anymore. See, I'm wiggling on it right now. So no.
I heard it say right.
Right. Are you on the right of me? or are you on the right of Dom, or are you on the right of Scott? Yeah. That is true. I'm asking you questions here, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Did you like celebrating Christmas?
Spirits in communication. I hope there are no children that are watching. Who is Santa Claus?
Can you tell me about the last Christmas you celebrated?
All right, James. I'm going to switch over and I'm going to go ahead and do a burst session.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch back over to myself real quick.
Okay.
Any spirits within communication, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Everybody that's viewing, within the audience, within any viewers, whether it's YouTube or through Live Paranormal, everybody please have a Merry Christmas. And don't forget, we'll be here next New Year's Eve as well to wish you guys a Happy New Year. But any spirits within communication, I'm going to try to do a burst session. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and turn down the Skype audio, so you will no longer be able to hear James and Scott within communication. And go ahead and you guys go ahead and talk. Okay. I can't hear them, but we can go ahead and do a burst session. Go ahead and turn this on. And any spirits within communication, and I'm actually going to turn this back on just for a second. Scott and I actually had a conversation earlier, quite a bit, about a lot of us investigators, a lot of us that are doing a lot of research within the field, have felt that Halloween was the thinnest part of the veil. Through doing a lot of research within our spirit communication, within the investigations that we've done, personally, myself, and I think, Scott, you're in agreement. I still can't hear you. Let me... Go ahead, Scott.
Backward. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in it. I think that it's something with the fact that it's a holiday time, and that's the time that you're closest to your friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're more likely to reach out then versus Halloween, where it's just kind of, even though it's a day for the dead, it's and remembering everybody. It's a holiday time is more of a time for family and friends.
Yeah, I mean, I remember actually last year receiving through the Echo Vox Merry Christmas, and I mean it was fairly clear. And then actually within the past week, even with some of the findings from last week's show, private conversations that we've had together, some of the activity has been extremely high. I'm not saying ignore your family and do a spirit box session, but I'm kind of hinting that if anybody truly is very curious about spirit communication, try it during the month of December. Doesn't necessarily have to be on Christmas Day, but try it during the month of December. It definitely has seemed to be a spike of clear communication. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick burst session. And then we're going to come right back and go back to the spirit writing with James. Any spirits within communication, I would like to thank you for anything that you were able to say. Last week, I believe there was a William that came through. A William, middle name I can't understand, Scott or Stott. If you could please let me know what your full entire name is, I would greatly appreciate it, and I can try to do more research to figure out how I can help you. So William, if you're here, please speak. Now, Rebecca, I have not tried to speak with you in quite a while, and for that I apologize. But I do believe I heard you yesterday. If you are still here and you are still around me, I thank you for that. And I wish both of you a Merry Christmas. I wish both of you Happy Holidays. If you are able to communicate, please try to do so. Through this device and within my hand, this is a voice recorder. I'm going to play it back. And the more individuals we can teach, the more individuals we can give knowledge to, give the truth of your existence to, maybe 1 out of 1,000 or 1,000,000 individuals can truly talk to you and truly help you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to play this back real quick.
It's within communication. I would like to thank you for anything that you were able to mention. I would like to thank you for anything that you were able to say. I would like to thank you for anything that you were able to say. Last week, I believe there was a William that came. Last week, I believe there was a William that came through. A William, middle name I can't understand, Scott or Stott. If you could please let me know what your full, please let me know what your full entire name is. I would greatly appreciate it, and I can try to do more research to figure out how I can help you.
I hear it right there, actually.
How I can help you.
It's William.
So William, if you're here, please speak. Rebecca.
Whoa, William Scott. William Scott Fitzgerald. William Scott Fitz. William Scott Fitzgerald.
Now, Rebecca, I have not tried to speak with you in quite a while. For that, I apologize. But I do believe I heard you yesterday. If you are still here and you're still around me, I thank you for that. And I wish both of you a Merry Christmas. I wish both of you Happy Holidays. If you were able, and I wish both of you a Merry Christmas. I wish both of you Happy Holidays. If you are able to communicate, please try to do so through this device within my hand. This is a voice recorder. I'm going to play it back. Individuals we can teach, the more individuals we can give knowledge to, give the truth of your existence to, maybe 1 out of 1,000 or 1,000,000 individuals can truly talk to you and truly help you.
Can you hear us? Yeah, can you hear us talking to you right now? Alrighty. James, I'm going to go and switch back to you with the spirit writing.
Oh, okay.
And there we go. You're back on with the spirit writing. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself again.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you more questions, if that's all possible. The first thing I'd like to ask you is, when is the last time that you saw a family member that you recognized? Do you miss them, your family? Does it feel strange that we're trying to communicate with you, or do you mind it? I'm going to try this again. Would you be able to try to tell me your name, please?
I believe I thought I heard it say something.
Would you please repeat yourself? What your name is? Could you tell me how you feel right now? Are you here for a reason? Do you have a mission? Are you here to protect somebody or watch over them? Do you ever still feel thirsty or hungry?
Excellent question, actually.
Hey, James, can you ask the spirits how they hear us?
Yeah. Okay. Could you be able to tell me how you can hear us? Do you find it difficult at all to hear us? Do you remember what was the last thing you ate?
And actually, I got questions that were coming in from the event for the show. I
Okay.
want to acknowledge those. I apologize, Judy Wilson. Thank you for popping on and popping the question within the event for the show. Why do spirits get stuck?
That's a good question, actually.
Is it difficult for spirits to find the light, or is it a choice to not go to it?
Yeah. In other words, do you ever...
Question?
What's that?
Would it be okay to ask a question?
Yeah, okay.
Um, do spirits know about us as investigators, and do they talk about us?
And go ahead, ask one more question, James.
Okay. Um, do you ever feel trapped, confused, lost where you are right now?
Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over. And I'd like to personally thank everybody for tuning in this week. I'd like to give out personal shout outs as well. Just jumping on here, we got Jason Paragoster. Thanks so much, bud, for tuning in. Appreciate everything you're doing within the field, and I truly wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Dallas, thank you so much for tuning on. Everybody, I'm wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you again, a Happy New Year. Tiny238, Jeremy Henry, Dark Cellar. Let me keep looking. There's quite a few comments within the chat. Doppelganger, thanks again for tuning in. And I'm just kind of spinning through all the words. Foxilla, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and I apologize if I'm not. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, actually, she's got some awesome stuff on there. Same with Paraghoster and quite a few others individuals that are viewing the shows. Check out everybody's channels. You got Paranormal Fan, thanks for tuning in. You also, Judy Wilson, she sent a message on the event. And I can't thank everybody enough. I wouldn't keep doing the shows if it weren't for you guys. Everybody that you guys are tuning in, and I appreciate all the hard work that James is putting into the show with me with this now. Scott has been phenomenal with helping us with the review of the show. I was absolutely honored to have him on this week as a guest. And if you guys would like to say anything, I'm going to go to Scott first.
Well, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone that's in the chat and everyone that's listening in live. And if you have a chance to subscribe to Dom's show or James or to my page, the link will be in the description in my Facebook page or anywhere on any one of the social medias. But just want to say thank you to everybody for all your support.
And everybody, you can find Scott with www.myparanormalcorner.com. You can also find that in the description below for the video. And James, I'm going to go to you as well if you wanted to say anything to everybody. You're muted, by the way, buddy.
Yeah, I just noticed that again, yeah. No, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I mean, it's much appreciated. It's always a pleasure working with Dom and Scott. But none of this is possible, really, if we don't have people coming out there to watch us. And it's much appreciated. I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate, and have a safe and merry time.
And you can find more information about Upstate Supernatural by either going to upstatesupernatural.com. You can also check out more things on liveparanormal.com. We do have our show tomorrow on Christmas Day, Christmas evening, Spirit Box Weekly. We're still going to continue with the EVR, even though it started out a little bit rough to go ahead with. So I'll be on tomorrow night for anybody that would like to tune in and watch if you're not doing too much with the family, or if your family's not too close and you like to do something. I'll be here. I'll be happy to chat, happy to have everybody around. And everybody have a beautiful night. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Stay safe and stay healthy, and enjoy the time off if you have time off.